Excited right now because Jade is in the studio. I feel so grateful that you're here as well because it's a very big day today. Another brand new album is out there in the whole entire world. How are you feeling?
Oh, buzzing off me boobs.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm so excited about this, and the girls are as well from home.
Oh, bless.
But yeah, really excited. This is an album that's like all about celebration of 10 years together. So yeah, I was in a really good mood.
Yeah, 10 whole years. I know you've probably been asked this a million times, but does it feel like a decade, Jade?
I honestly feel like I got like shriveled up, put in a catapult in 2011 and just went,
no. And
now I'm just here like, oh my God, that was the weirdest trip ever.
Yeah. Does it feel different this time around as well? Because in theory, it's basically a greatest hits album with another couple of brand new tracks added. Does it feel like you've just dropped another album, or is it like, oh, here's a nice little packaged one? You've heard most of them.
Yeah, it definitely feels a bit different. I think because obviously, there's a lot of the hits are on there, as well as new songs as well. But I think we have got so used to that like pop band cycle where every year you churn out another album, you spend ages working on it, writing it, recording it. So this one was obviously a little bit easier. I was like, right, throw that one on.
Yeah.
That's a hit, throw that on. So there's like 5 tracks. We did do a lot of writing for it, but yeah, I think obviously this year as well, both the girls have had babies.
Yeah.
So it was more about, finding the best way to celebrate the decade together and getting new stuff as well for the fans.
Oh, let's just wave to Perry and Leanne right now.
Hi, huns. Team up for the team again. Don't worry about it.
Listen, when they're back, have you spoke about... Because I'd be like, listen, I'm not speaking in any more interviews.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, don't get any ideas here. Just from now on, Jade will be the voice of Little Vic. No, they're good. They're good. They're actually raring to get back as well, to be honest. We like message every day, call each other just about every day. And I think they're getting like major FOMO, seeing me out and about doing bits.
Yeah. And looking all glamorous.
Oh, she tries.
So the brand new album is called Between Us. You got 26 tracks on there on the deluxe.
Oh, Jesus.
I love what you guys have done as well. So of course you've dropped a version of the album, but then all individual members have like put together their own album of all their favourite tracks as well. I love that. Who came up with that?
Well, actually, I will say it was kind of us, but also the label were like, let's churn out as many possible copies as possible. Here's a bundle. You get a bundle. You get a bundle. No, so, and also it's hard to decide, isn't it? 3 girls, we've got many a hit under our belt. So we had to pick together what was going to make the, initial album. But then, we thought it would be cute as well for the fans as well, to show them like what our faves have been over the years. Obviously, I put Wasabi on because I never shut up about it.
You love that tune.
Yeah, it should have been a single just for Wasabi, but we move. Not bitter about that at all. Yeah. And then what else did I put on it? Mr. Loverboy, I think I chose.
Nice.
Which was from the Salute era. My boyfriend thinks that's the best era.
Oh, I love that.
And so, I put that one on. It's kind of like R&B, soul, pop vibes. So I think that was a really cute thing to do, actually.
Yeah, 10 years, man. I know I keep mentioning it.
Does that make us like old hat in the industry?
No, I don't think it does.
Only like the old legends have a greatest hits album. Do you know what I mean?
But does it feel weird having a greatest hits album and like still being in your 20s?
Yeah, it feels mad that we've been around long enough to have a greatest hits album. Like, that's pretty mad.
But it's also a good thing that you've got enough hits to make a greatest hits
album. I'm not complaining, not at all. But yeah, I think it does. It makes me feel really proud, actually, because when we first said we were going to do this record, we were like, we're not calling it greatest hits because it makes us sound really old. Aww. So like, can we call it like celebration or
hashtag 10 years?
It's just something, a bit like cooler and younger. But it's something to be really proud of.
Definitely.
Not many bands, especially not many pop bands, and then not many girl bands can say they've been around this long. So yeah, just pride more than anything.
Round of applause for Little Mix right now. It's just me and you, but woo! It's a celebration! 10 years, baby! Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have a party as well. I'll probably get a tattoo, something like that,
Gosh. Why not? Have you thought about it yet? What the tat's gonna be?
I mean, I quite enjoy like a tacky, memorable tat. I've got like a heart on my ankle when all my friends went to a beaver.
Oh.
So maybe maybe it's gonna be like a dolphin on the back of me of me back just before me crack with like Little Mix 10 years with a little dolphin flying above it.
I think everybody would love that. And then when you're on tour, I'd always make sure I'm wearing like a belly top so it's always on show.
I'll get it out. Live, laugh, love.
Oh my gosh. So of course, looking at the album as well, with it being like a greatest hits album, I think it's beautiful the fact that like you've got Wings on there from 2012 to some brand new tracks from 2021 as well. How does it feel listening back to the older songs? Do you feel when you listen to them like, wow, I was actually really young and didn't realise how young I was?
Yeah, I do feel like warm and fuzzy. Yeah. Like when I listen to songs like Wings, when we had to pick the track listing for the album, I listened to every record back to back on the train to my mum's up north, and I literally sobbed the whole way. I was like, oh God, we've come so far. But yeah, I think you can hear how young we sound. I feel like, I don't know, maybe nobody else can feel this, but I can generally like hear the excitement in the first tracks of like how new we were and excited we were and doing the absolute most on every song. It was like, here's an 8-part harmony, here's like as many bits of production we can throw at it. It was very much like the kitchen sink when it came to like Wings. DNA was like full science project, all those sounds, and we put in like an orchestra and a whole like middle section, then Lee's rap section. We were really giving you everything on the first record.
Past 10 years, we've had everything,
everything.
Mate.
But yeah, no, it makes me really happy when I listen to those early songs. Because I'm sorry as well, like when we released Wings, that was like the first single. I don't feel like there's anything on the radio at that point that sounded like Wings. And I think, yeah, it was brave of us. And we wrote it ourselves. It was very much all from us. And I think we had that fire in our bellies to like prove a point like girl bands, especially from shows like X Factor, could actually write music and were actually credible enough to like stand the test of time. So
it's a lovely time as well, man. Of course, we would have loved it if Perry and Leanne were here as well.
I know.
But they're out here doing mummy life.
They are.
I feel like you should dedicate a song on this album that makes you think of them the most. Let's start with Perry. So which song on this album reminds you of her the most?
Out of like the hits?
Yes.
I would probably pick for Perry, Shout Out to My Ex.
Oh, yes.
Because I know how much she loves that song and that era. You know, obviously it was very topical at the time. And it was really amazing and beautiful to watch that song take off and be such a hit. It made me very proud of us. And I know for Perry, it was like, in a wonderful moment. It's the song she loves performing the most on stage. It tends to be the song that like reacts the best on stage, you know, everyone in the audience can like shout along. Yeah, it's a very shouty chorus, isn't it?
Because I've seen so many like snippets of performances of you guys performing it and then someone in the crowd is like screaming something.
Yeah, you don't really need much of a like vocal ability to just blast that chorus out. So it's a good crowd pleaser. And it was just one of them moments for us where it really took off like social media. Literally every single person, everyone's got an ex. Everyone's had a crap ex.
Yeah, it's true.
And so, and then we won the Brit Award as well for that. That was the first Brit we won, was for Shout Out as best single. So it really was like, a full circle moment, mainly for Perry. And I feel like that is her favourite actually. That's usually what she says. So that's Perry's one.
Well, it better be, because if she watches this back, she's going to be like, Jade, you lied.
This is awkward.
I hate
it
that
was
song.
Bounce Back. No, I'm sure it was that one.
Oh, bless. Let's move on to Leanne. If you had to dedicate a song to Leanne on this basically greatest hits album, what would it be?
Ooh, I think for Lee, I would probably pick Touch.
Man, you guys have got so many tunes.
Yeah,
I can't.
that was like a game changer for us. That was the song that like brought in a whole new fan base, I think. Because I suppose up until that point, we were obviously very, very pop, and Touch is obviously still a pop record. But it just had that, it had the more dancier beat to it. It was a bit cooler. It was something that, especially me and Leanne, were really craving for some time, was a track like that. And then the video was like amazing. We got Paris Goebel, who's like insane choreographer on board. And so that like made the video go viral. And I think Lee was like the most proud of that song. It was the one, I remember her saying at the time, she's like, oh, this is a song I can play to my boyfriend and be like, yeah, this is Touch.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Yeah. So she got like cool points from like all her friends and
stuff. This is lovely.
But and she loves performing that one as well. That always does well on tour.
Yeah, I feel like with this album as well, it gives you girls literally a chance to sit there and be like, okay, we've hit that mark in our career now. It has been 10 years. let's kind of like sit back and look at all the incredible stuff that we've done so far.
Yeah.
Take a little tiny break and then keep going again. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, that was a good time, I think, for the girls to, settle down a bit, have their babies and stuff. I think in lockdown, everyone had a bit of a perspective shift, didn't they, of when was the right time to do what they truly wanted. But that doesn't mean they can't still slay.
It's true. Come
as
on.
mamas, still doing the business. So.
We love it, man. And you ladies have smashed literally so many records as well. Like becoming the first girl group to win Best British Group at the Brits.
Stop! Woo, woo, woo. Oh, I'm having a great time here. I'm just blowing sweat at me. This is great.
I felt so happy for you guys, and I feel like so many other people did as well. I couldn't actually believe that you broke this record because I feel like it would have been broken time ago.
Yeah.
So the fact it was only like when you won it, I was like, what?
Mate, Rebecca, it was 43 years at the Brit Awards. Not one girl band had won.
Like, what on earth?
What's going on? You had the Spice Girls, All Saints, Sugar Babes, Bananarama, you name it. And actually, when we researched into that category, I think the majority of the times that a girl band was nominated, they always outsold their male counterparts in the category. Yeah, but still never won. And so when we got nominated, was that last year, this year? I can't remember.
Oh, was it?
Was it
I feel
this
like
year?
it was this year.
Yeah, so when we got nominated this year, we kind of like obviously wanted to win, but expected, unfortunately, not to. But I actually think if we hadn't won, the fans would have like started a riot outside the auto because they were like
trending for
they were
weeks,
literally trolling the Brits every day. Like, you better make sure our Little Mix win this time.
Oh,
but yeah, that was a huge moment for us because, like, as you say, it was monumental for female empowerment in the music industry. But also, I feel like 10 years in to win that award was like, okay.
Thanks for the gift.
Yeah,
Thank
like
you.
we've really established ourselves and solidified our place like in the music industry. Because I don't know, man. I think for a lot of, especially in the initial few years, we did feel like we were always fighting to like be seen as credible or be taken seriously in the industry, which we got, girl bands and pop music and all that stuff. But it took a long time to get to Best Group at the Brit Awards.
Oh, well, you sound like you're pretty chilled right now. You sound like you've got your life under control. Of course, you've literally just dropped the album today, and then you've literally got all your tour dates locked in and ready to go as well. And they're basically all sold out, and they're all arenas as well.
Yeah.
So no pressure here, but are you ready to get back on the road?
Oh, honestly, I can't wait. It's been so long. I think the tour has been postponed twice.
Oh, wow.
It's been like 2 years now since we've done a big show. So I think I'll be a bit nervous. And I haven't really let myself go, but like I always joke to Jordan, like he met me after like lockdown. And like I don't really exercise. I eat what I want. It's all very that. And he's like super healthy. And I'm like, you don't know what I used to be like.
Yeah.
I was, very fit and healthy. And he's like, all right. And now I feel like I've put pressure on myself when I do start this tour to like prove a point to Jordan that I actually am capable of blasting out an 1.5-hour show and not passing out. But no, I can't wait to get going again. It's like live music. It's what we do it for, getting on stage, singing your songs, having the fans there. It's honestly like makes it everything else worth it.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get back.
What are we saying for old time's sakes? Any old outfits that's going to make an appearance again?
On
like
stage.
The ones you wore on X Factor.
I did actually push for this. And everyone was like, nah, I don't think that's going to work. So initially I wanted to do a sort of like House of LM concept for the tour.
That is sick.
So like each like section would be an era of Little Mix. And I love like a full costume moment. I want to bring back like the braces and the bow tie and the knee-high socks.
The matching headbands.
I would not leave the house without some sort of bow on my person. So yeah, I thought that would be a good idea. But then to be fair, the girls were like, is that a bit much if we just wheel out every previous era?
Not.
I was like, give the fans what they want. They want to see Leanne when she had like her ponytail era and DNA. Like she would not leave the house without a slick back pony, let me tell you. Perry had pink hair at one point. I'm like, get the wigs out.
It's true.
Let's do it. But I don't know if that is just because I love like drag culture as well. So I'm like, let's emulate every version of ourselves on tour. But that would be a lot of quick changes. But we are going to do a lot of throwbacks. More like, I suppose, fashion nods to each era, but make it 2022. Do you know what I mean?
I'm so excited.
I honestly can't wait. It's going to be the best show. Just because it is going to be all the hits as well as Confetti. The album didn't really have its full moments. So there's definitely a lot of Confetti album on there as well.
Jade, thank you so much for joining me. I feel like you and the girls already know how much I love you all. You're literally making history here in the UK. One of the greatest bands the UK's ever seen as well. And we love you so much. Little Mix forever.
Yay.
Woo, 10 years, baby.
Woo. LM forever. That's what I'm getting tattooed.
Do it with the butterfly. Don't forget the butterfly. Love you, Jade.
Love you. Thank you.